Hey you guys, thank you for tuning in for another Little Fit video. I love being able to work out with you guys. Today we are going to be rocking a nice little kettlebell workout. It's only going to be 20 minutes, but it is definitely going to get the job done. Kettlebells are great if you are trying to build muscle or if you're trying to lose fat. So definitely a win-win. Make sure that you really push yourself, keep a water bottle on hand, and we will be doing 30-second work periods with 30-second rests.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head.
All right, you guys, let's get into this warm-up. Shake up those legs a little bit. All right, I want you to bring your knee up to a 90 degree and use your hand to help open your hip up to the side. All right, we're gonna go into a forward fold here. Stretch out the backs of your legs. And then we're gonna walk our hands out in front of us so that we can get some pedaling happening. We're gonna rock up on our toes and then press those heels hard into the mat. Let's pedal one leg then the other. Once again, lifting those heels and pushing them back down towards the ground. All right, let's walk ourselves back in. Now we're gonna sink down and do a little bit more to help us with the hips and backs of our legs, sinking down into this little side lunge. Feel free to hold some weight on your hands. We just really wanna make sure that you're really stretching out in behind that leg that is straight. Little center straddle stretch, and let's get to it. The first exercise we're going to do is a simple kettlebell swing. So you're going to see that I squat nice and low, and then I'm swinging the kettlebell up in front of my chest. Try to make sure that you're keeping your head up. You want to be able to get as much air in your lungs as possible, and in order to do that, we need to have that proud stance. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, you guys, here we have a 30-second rest. So go ahead and dance a little bit if you feel like it, or grab your water bottle. This is going to be one of those workouts where we're going to want to be drinking a ton of water. Up next, we are going to do a Sumo Squat with our kettlebell. So we're going to hold it up in front of our chest. And we want to put our feet wider than shoulder width apart, toes pointed outward. And we're going to sink into a squat, driving our knees away from each other. So you want to really feel the weight roll to the outside edges of your feet. And you might notice that my toes kind of come off the ground a little bit while I'm doing my squat. And that's because I'm also really emphasizing the weight being pushed out of my heels. Take your time. And 3, 2, 1, go ahead and rest. All right, you guys, awesome stuff. We got our third exercise coming up here. Here we are going to have an uneven lunge. So we're going to grab that kettlebell in one hand. We're going to put the foot on the same side forward, and here we're just going to go into a nice little lunge. We're not going to move that back foot though, simply going up and down. You see, sometimes I have my hand on my tummy, and that's often just out of habit, and to help remind myself to keep my core tight. Here you go, guys, nice and slow. One more, and rest. All right. Of course, we're going to be hitting up the other side now, so go ahead and take a breather, grab some water, or even just some deep breaths. Here we go. I'm going to put that other foot forward. Nice and control. Let's do it. Excellent job. Keep it up. Three, two, one, rest. All right, guys, now we're gonna rock a kettlebell deadlift. With this one, we're gonna have our feet directly under our shoulders or a little bit closer in, and our toes pointed straight forward. And we're simply gonna lower that kettlebell down to the ground. And as we come up, we're gonna squeeze our bum. And 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, fabulous. Let's hydrate. That is our lower body. Up now, we are going to move on to our upper body, and we're gonna start with a nice little shoulder press. Kettlebell in one hand. Let's go ahead and press up towards the ceiling. And you gotta make sure that your core is nice and tight here. You wanna have that back well supported. And rest. All right, little breather here. Let's get ready for that other side, getting that kettlebell up above. And press. It's so important that we come at this exercise with really good control of our muscles. And make sure that you take your time. Three, two, one, rest it up. All right, give me a hot minute here. We're just gonna run and grab a yoga mat because we gotta get set up here for some groundwork. Let me just get a little adjustment here. Whoop. All right, you guys, here we're gonna go into a chest press. So laying on our back, we are going to have our elbow right out to the side here. And very similar to the shoulder press, we're simply gonna press straight up to the ceiling. You might notice that I'm inhaling as I let that kettlebell drop and exhaling for the entirety of being able to lift that kettlebell up. I didn't word that very well, but you know what I mean. Exhale as you push the thing up. Here we go. Give me one more. Push it and rest. All right. All right, let's get into that other side here, getting all balanced and adjusted. And then you just want to make sure that that elbow's staying pretty much in line with that shoulder. Pressing our kettlebell straight up. Awesome job. This is going to be one of those exercises that kind of helps take care of that stubborn little area under our armpit on kind of the side boob. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, you guys, now we're going to get into our Russian twists. So Russian twists are going to be for our abs, our obliques. What we're going to do is we're going to hold that between both hands and slowly tap it on either side of our body.
Is there something there for me? Pulling back the rain,
All right, you guys, let's do it.
letting go.
You can have your feet up, or if you want more control, you can drop your feet to the ground like I did. And keep in mind that the lower you bring your upper body, the more challenging it's actually going to be. So I am sitting relatively upright here, so it's not too bad. But that's, of course, because I have the weight. Hey, you guys, we're almost there. Keep it up. Keep it up. Nice and slow. And rest. All right. There we have it. There is round 1, you guys. Now we're going to do a minute little break here. Give our body a little bit of a chance to regulate, kind of relax, and make sure that you drink tons of water here. This is also a great time to keep in mind why you are doing this. What are you working for? I would love to know in the comments if you're comfortable sharing, but it's always something that's really good to even keep in mind just for yourself. It helps us be consistent when we know what we're after.
I promise with a lie, it's broken by design. What I thought I knew, it's been swallowed by the truth.
All right, you guys, all ready for round 2 here.
Right before it rains, I'm not afraid. I'm not all my life, one page at a time.
Working out definitely helps me feel super duper great. I love having fitness to be able to get these happy hormones going, and I literally can't help but dance. Let's grab that kettlebell. Getting ready for those kettlebell swings. Sinking our hips back, lifting that thing up to about chest height. You want to try to control it though. Don't let it swing out too far up. You don't want it to go higher than your noggin. Here we go. Push those knees to the outside. Once again, having the weight on the outside edges of our feet. And 3, 2, 1. Let's rest.
Something I've been waiting to find. Oh, tell me something, I'll keep it.
Let's take some deep intentional breaths here, you guys.
We're more than just strangers tonight.
We're gonna go into those sumo squats and once again get our toes pointed out. Knees gonna follow suit. And let's do it, sinking nice and low. And coming up nice and strong and squeezing those glutes. Once again, you can see that I'm inhaling as I lower my body and exhaling as I press upwards. So you want to exhale as you're doing the hardest part of the exercise. Three, 2, 1. Let's rest. All right, you guys, up next we've got those uneven lunges. So once again, we're going to have the foot that is on the same side as the kettlebell is going to be floating. And then we're simply sinking that back knee to the ground and pressing up with our front heel. Fabulous stuff. Going nice and controlled. You want to really feel that glute engage. And 3, 2, 1, rest. This one is also super great for the insides of your legs, which I know is a trouble spot for a lot of ladies in particular. So, girl, I feel ya, but I got your back. This will help you out. All right, you guys, here we go. Other side. Remember, oftentimes with our leg exercises, slow and steady wins the race. One more. And rest. Fabulous. I'm getting pretty sweaty here, so I'm drinking a little bit extra water because the more we sweat, the more water we're gonna lose, obviously, and I wanna make sure that I'm staying hydrated. All right, you guys, here we go. We go into those deadlifts. And you can see I kind of lift those toes up a little bit every once in a while because I really am trying to keep the weight in my heels, especially while my knees are this close together. All right, fam, here we go. 3, 2, 1, rest. Yes, it is working. I am feeling that booty. All right, so we're gonna get that kettlebell ready for our shoulder press, and you wanna try to have your hand a little bit farther away. Keeping your posture nice and wide with your arm, that is, so your hand should pretty much stay above your elbow. Don't let it come in toward your shoulder. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, you guys, here we go. Other side. Once again, we're making sure that hand is going to stay over our elbow. And press. Here we go, you guys. You should be feeling that warmth in those delts and that shoulder. Keep that core tight. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, there we go. Now we're gonna get set up for our floor work, so go ahead and grab that mat here. We're gonna sink it down to the ground. I have a couple typical yoga mats, but I love these thick ones just because they're so much cushier, so easier on the tailbone. All right, you guys, let's press one side at a time. There we go, there we go. Three, two, one, rest. All right, you guys, we are going to be getting ready for that second set of chest press. All right, here we go. And push. Awesome stuff. Make sure you're bringing that elbow out wide and to the side. We are almost there, you guys. Keep going right to the end. 3, 2, 1, rest. Fabulous job. All right, you guys. Now, last but not least, we are going to hit those Russian twists. And again, we got to be going super slow with these bad boys. Let's get good grip on that bad boy, and let's go ahead and do this thing. Sinking our chest a little bit lower to the ground for round 2. And we want to try to keep our feet as still as possible. I do have a little wiggle going on there. It's hard not to when you're holding a heavy weight. But that being said, we do want to have the intention to keep things pretty stable. Here we go. Feel those abs burning. This will give you that nice whittled waist look. And 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome stuff. There we have it. Done. All right, you guys, let's do a nice little cool down. So I'm going to need you to start by lacing your fingers in behind your back and opening up your chest. Pull your hands down toward the ground. We're going to go ahead and cross one arm in front of our body, and we always want to make sure that we're holding our tricep or the back of our arm and not the joint of our elbow. We never want to put pressure directly on top of a joint. Take deep breaths. We're going to go ahead and go into one more forward fold, trying to sink our head and chest in toward our legs. Feel that burn, that stretch in the back of the legs, and lean into it. And then we're going to do our good morning stretch. So stretch however your body feels it needs to. Like you just got out of bed, you just had the best sleep. Shake it out. And with that, we're done. There we have it, finished up our kettlebell workout. If you guys made it to this point in the video, you are champions, and I want to know who you are. Make sure if you don't want to miss any of my live workouts, fitness videos, or nutrition videos, that you not only subscribe, but hit that little bell icon down below as well. That'll just help I'm so tired. That will just help make sure that you are getting all the notifications so that you never miss anything fun. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. I am off to go eat some protein and some carbs. Take care of yourself, feed yourself well, and I'll check in with a new video next week.